Hi, we're here with the cast of People of Earth, Experiencers, Aliens. Welcome.
Oh,
Thank you.
thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks for
Here.
having me with the lexicon of our show.
Oh my goodness, what a fun. I had no idea that this show about alien abductions would actually become some huge metaphor about how we deal with each other and everything else. Was that something you guys got from the first pilot script or something that was developed over time?
Yes?
She's nailing this
That
answer.
was a big question in the get-go. Sorry.
The-
I'm like,
from
yes,
the
please,
beginning-
let's talk about
No,
it.
from the beginning,
right.
I
She
think
is really good
the
at
show
it.
was
drunk.
initially called The Group before they called it People of
Group.
Earth, the pilot,
Okay.
which was to speak to the group of survivors, right? And the sense of being an outsider in a society. So we were all kind of adapted human beings who then had a radical event change our lives in very different ways. So that was universal to all of us. So. Yes, I think we all saw it as a metaphor from the very beginning, or I certainly did, kind of the idea of being an outsider in your own world, which is a really interesting idea.
And you guys you guys are all, most of you, some of you play aliens, but you're all in a group together and you're handling the experience of being abducted together and you're working it out. So I'm curious, have people in real life who have been abducted contacted any of you?
We're hoping that will happen today. Like just walking around San Diego.
We're just hoping, not just from a press standpoint, that we're all abducted today.
Yeah, we're hoping one, it'll just be a great way to get,
Great marketing.
Yeah,
Just like
just
all of
do
a
it.
sudden, all 12 of us just vanish.
and maybe not come back, but
And great
treat-
research, too.
Yeah.
Great research.
But
yeah.
there, Nancy Linehan plays Margaret on the show. She actually went and met a couple of people who live in the Los Angeles area who have experienced, the experience, and she talked to them about it. And she said it was fascinating, that they were, one of them was very vulnerable about it and very kind of like, it wasn't like talking to someone who was like, oh, here's a crazy person. Like, oh man, that you really are wrestling with this situation.
And she went to a convention.
Erin, yeah,
She
went to-
actually does the work and goes out there and meets these people and then tells us about it, and we tell you.
And
Yeah.
tells us where to look for them on YouTube.
So she is a dedicated actor, and we're all lazy.
Right.
That's,
Basically.
yeah,
In a
that's
nutshell.
it.
And it's also about love. There are a ton of relationships on this season. Everyone's pairing off. I mean, what can we expect
Tons
from
of sex in the next season, just like a porn shoot.
a lot of
It's
aliens,
crazy.
like tentacle porn, really. It's, yeah,
Well,
it's
I'm rooting
crazy.
for the Priest and Claire. Are you guys going to have what's going to go on in season 2 with you guys?
I'm not sure, but right now I'm wearing 2 condoms as I sit here.
You wear them every day?
Just
I
2
like
every
it.
day,
Just
just
every
for
day.
protection, double protection.
Unrelated.
I don't think that's healthy. I don't think that's healthy for your skin.
Kids, if you're home, just make it a habit.
Don't, because it's not good for your body. I'm going to say that.
I'll tell you this: you take one off, it feels like you're wearing none. So that's the difference. Sensitivity.
Been training yourself.
That's
So
right.
smart.
And Nasim, you're a new addition to the cast. What can we expect from your character in season 2?
Well, I'm like the skeptic. So I play an FBI agent who's been recently disgraced. She had a little incident on the job where she shot herself in the foot. And so she's in a very thirsty way just trying to like come back from that and prove herself, and gets assigned to this job in Beacon. And she finds she comes in contact with all these like oddball characters who in her mind she just kind of has to endure to get to that guy, Jonathan Walsh, played by Michael Cassidy. And yeah, she doesn't buy into the alien thing, or not yet anyway. So yeah.
Yeah, I think there's a few approaches to the alien, the idea of abduction, sort of like what Brian was saying in terms of, we have this kind of cynical and skeptical idea, except if you really do push most people and say, do you believe there is life outside of our universe? They all say yes, for the most part. I mean, it seems sort of selfish and self-involved to think that we're the only life form in the entire
It'd be
universe.
depressing.
So it's odd because these two ideas are, they're kind of, they cohabitate strangely, like that there really is life, except you're crazy if you talk about it. So a lot of the show deals with that, I think.
Has this show made you a believer? Anyone here?
I was already one.
Yeah, me too. I was a believer.
I need a little bit more. I mean, I genuinely want it to be true. You know what I mean? But I don't. The thing I have a problem with is the reptilians. That feels like that was made up by a 12-year-old boy. What an alien would be is like it's a lizard person that comes from another planet. So that's the one I'm. Even though my character is terrified of them, I'm always like, yeah, I don't know. It seems a little dodgy.
Are you a believer?
I want to be, yeah, absolutely. Just as what Anna was saying, it's like, yeah, you'd hope that there is something more out there. And I think we're just so tiny that we just don't have any understanding what else could be out there. So why not?
Yeah,
you know?
it's sort of silly to think that they walk on 2 legs and talk like us, but it's sort of
For sure, yeah.
Yeah, they're for sure just computers.
Or just robots. Or just nothing.
robots.
Either
Literally
they're
no
like
sense of humor.
they're either like beans of light,
Serious.
or just like floating
dry humor though. It's
Just do floating beans.
They're floating farts, or
They're spiritual though.
they're spiritual.
There's
They, yeah,
floating spiritual farts.
and they have no smell, so there's like it's a
Floating
elevated
spiritual
fart.
farts.
Yeah,
Very
so we
deep.
won't know if they're
From
here.
deep in the
or
Milky
not.
Way.
right. You know,
Yes.
you'll know if you walk through one. It's like, did I walk through
What's
us?
it?
And
Is
we,
it an alien? Oh man.
Like
Milky Way
a,
was another
Aliens
galaxy.
here?
and we have
I've
the,
walked through parts that are like another gallery.
you know, Meredith, we got.
Just
this.
gonna riff
You
on
just
farts
need to-
for a second.
You need to
It's fine,
just
it's
sit
fine.
back and
There was
listen
one
to
on
this.
American
Let's talk about
Airlines
farts
last
some
week.
more. It'll be great. And we have the three actors playing aliens here, characters Jeff, Jonathan, and Don. What does it mean now that the mastership has landed and these people have showed up? What does this mean for you guys?
Wow. I've got a new boss, so that's going to be interesting. Bit of a power struggle and see how that goes. And I'm just trying to do my job, you know. And, it's hard, you know. It's so hard. And this guy as my coworker. He doesn't work. He doesn't work.
Well, he's gone. He's off on a trip.
Yeah, Don is kind of on and off to Earth. What? Everyone's laughing. Is this my accent?
I just realized you're Swedish. I never knew that. It's so crazy.
What?
Yeah.
So weird.
In character.
I thought it was a bit.
It is a bit. I've been doing.
It's a bit difficult
so
to be
good.
around.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what's going on. Don.
You've
Whatever,
said nothing.
just-
What do you mean? That?
Go on. Go on.
Bjorn even now plays his part.
So in summary, yeah.
So basically, you are your character.
Yes, he
Feels
is.
a little bit.
Yeah,
typecasting.
a little.
It
Yeah.
comes
I'm
from
off to
within.
space any minute, right?
12:30.
How does Jeff deal with a new power source in his life?
It's hard. It's a hard transition, as anyone who, sort of likes to have their way, and then it gets disrupted, and things get thrown out of whack. And so I think he's just trying to make the best of a situation that he
Sounds
never
like an
asked
office
for.
worker.
Well, yeah.
Right, it's
Right.
Yeah,
close
well,
to-
that's
it's just,
exactly
yeah,
what it
just
is, right?
regular
Like,
person,
very much on the spaceship is just life in an office and, dynamics of getting along with people or not getting along with people and such. So I've worked in offices before, and, I can relate to this,
And you were like that in the offices, right?
Yeah, I totally was.
Yeah. Nobody liked you.
I was a bad boss.
trying,
No,
trying to murder innocent civilians, the huge. I'm also really curious. One of the best things with the show is the character reveals that we get to find out. We get to find out who people are and what makes them tick. Are there any backstories that you guys are excited to explore in the new season?
No, right?
No.
No. Good. Yes. No. Answer no. Good. You
It's
called
not
me on
as
that one.
backstory focused this season. It's a little more progressive, in terms of the story moving forward a little bit, and
But
I do feel our identity as a group is a little more solidified this season.
Yeah, we become more of a, lack of a better phrase, like a team.
Yeah.
They are a family, and they are supportive of each other. But there's a lot revealed for the group itself as far as
Right.
what's going on with their relationship with these monster people. So
And will the band be back?
So there's a lot of changes. It's a band getting back together.
not on screen.
Not on screen, no.
There is some
But-
music, though.
There's some
There
music,
is some music.
Okay,
Big,
good.
big teaser.
Who
There
sings? Who
is
gets to
some
sing?
music.
Who's singing?
Well, you gotta watch. You gotta tune in.
watch.
All right.
Good.
Final
He's a
question.
pro.
There's only 10.
And you guys can help me solve this. Is it bruschetta or is it bruschetta?
Oh.
Oh, I
Depends
said
if you're-
that.
it depends
I said that.
if
in
you're-
season one.
if you're a
we did it
pompous
both
kid.
ways. I didn't know how to say it. How did I end up saying it on the show? Bruschetta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bruschetta,
We had a
right?
bruschetta expert
We-
on
Bruschetta.
set
Yeah.
when we talked about it.
Yeah.
What did he end up saying?
Well,
no one listened. That's
Nobody
the-
listened to it.
I
It was
didn't
really
listen in.
Wait,
they
I
said
said-
bruschetta. I
said,
just don't know
"Great,
what's
I'm
the
glad
proper
you're
way
here.
to
What's
say it."
funny?"
He kept slicing tomatoes, putting it on, but none of us listened.
We're bad listeners.
Yeah,
So
we
I say
really.
bruschetta in my daily
was-
life,
it
and
was
I made
gluten-free.
the choice that Jonathan would say bruschetta.
So let me just ask. So that's the big.
'Cause you're an
that's
artist.
That's the big takeaway from season 1. That's all you got from it.
It was
Yeah,
one
we
of the many
failed.
moments.
That's
It
the
was one of the
cliffhanger.
many moments. It was my
So-
big
Really made an
takeaway. Pretty much, yes.